We're here with Senator Chris Dodd, who's just finished his breakout session after the debate. I know you guys are really here. You've been pushing this O'Reilly appearance and showing people all of it, and people have been really excited. How's the reception been so far?
Been great. I mean, not just here. I mean, in airports and other places. So aside from a community that has particular interest, because you were in his crosshairs,
right?
I think other people as well like the fact that someone is going to stand up and tell a bully that enough's enough, and why don't you be honest about what your real objections are?
Right.
Which I would defend, by the way. If you wanted to attack YearlyKos because he doesn't like your politics, that's fair game to me. And I know no one in this room or here would take any issue with that. They might disagree with him, obviously, but they wouldn't take issue with his right to say that.
But his argument is intellectually
dishonest, completely dishonest. So, and again, I'm not, normally these shows that go on that they just become screaming matches are not exactly what I'm attracted to as a way to do that. But after this many times of doing this, someone had to stand up other than the staff person and make a case.
I know in the campaign you've been really pushing hard on the constitutional issues. And I remember in the debate you said on day one you'd have put out an executive order to essentially close Guantanamo,
restore the Constitution.
They
gave me 5 seconds to answer that question.
Well, good job. I guess it went pretty well since I remembered the answer. Do you think that's getting traction? I know that there's a lot of people out there.
It is. And I'll tell you, YearlyKos and others have been really helpful. I didn't think there was much of an audience for it. You know, you get into it. I carry every day with me. Have all 26 years a copy of the Constitution. Robert C. Byrd.
That looks like it's been covered.
That's right. I fell in the water with it once. So it's something it saddens me that I got a campaign on it. You know, in a way you shouldn't be campaigning about the Constitution. You know, campaign about health care and education policy and environment. The idea you're going to restore the Constitution is pretty profound. I can't recall a time when that was a debate. But after this crowd here, for the first time in my memory, we actually it's a legitimate issue. But for the blogosphere responding to this, I'm not sure as many people would have paid attention to it. But I found it a couple of times. I just raised it in these house gatherings or town hall meetings, and people have come out of their chairs for it. And so it sort of stunned me. I was pleasantly surprised that people, and they followed it on the internet or were feeling it themselves. And I'm going back a number of months now, even predating all this talk with the U.S. Attorney's Office and Gonzalez. Even before that, with the warrantless wiretapping situation, with the Guantanamo, with Abu Ghraib, with torture, those activities really provoked as much of the early response to this. This has now just been additional confirmation of those initial feelings had about what's happened to our rights.
Do you think the other candidates are as strong on this?
No, I don't.
As they should be?
I don't think they should. I think it should be. Look, this is about as basic as it gets to me. I mean, look, you know, we all have to know we're going to do our best in my health care plan and education, environmental, global warming and stuff, and do that. But the idea that this wouldn't be paramount in your mind, that's why I said I can't think of anything more important than this. I mean, you know, dealing with Homeland Security officers, yeah, we'll get to that. But the fact of the matter, when our rights are being deprived, then you're giving terrorism a victory far beyond anything they achieved in 9/11. If we end up, and it's usually done not in one grand sweep. It's done a little here and a little there, and a little more here, a little more there. And you know, no one pays much attention to the little bites. Because it sounds, so we're going to make a case, well, this is really to protect you.
This individual thing makes sense, that one makes sense.
And you look back and all of a sudden there's an accumulation that's happened, and then it overwhelms you. So I think I think education's huge, but of all the issues, our constitutional rights as a people, if we give away that, then this country's signature, its brand, what the world has envied about us more than anything else is that. And if we give that up, and in fact giving it up is also being mirrored by other countries as they watch the United States step back from these moral authority issues and rights issues, then they begin to do so in the same. And so the rule of law and the constitutional rights and trampling on these principles, to me, is about as important as any. If there were no other reason to run the presidency, that would be reason enough.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you so much, Senator Chris Dodd.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks.